materials and all this. And I was like young too. I was like, I don't give a shit. Like I'm building some stuff. Take some wood, go up there, build some stuff. It was fun. Remember that? It's very fond memories of doing that. Yeah, nowadays it's like no one does that. Video games. Different generation, whatever.
Well, it's crazy because we're not even that much older than them.
I know, it's pretty trippy.
Like we're all in the fountain of youth right now. But dude, they're like born and they're just like, hey, here's an iPad. Like, dude, that literally has developmental side effects on your brain.
Oh yeah, I mean,
like it really does,
molded.
dude.
Like I guarantee you, the attention spans are gonna be low.
Oh, the attention spans
they already are.
Fucked. Yeah. And that's for people our age right now.
You can see it in movies. You can see it in commercials. You can see it in talk radio. You can see it in music. Just everything's like faster because the attention span's shorter. But I mean, things are bound to change.
You think so?
It's kind of a shame in a way. Like I look back, like man, I used to say, man, I wish I was born back in like the 70s or something. Because I feel like it'd be like I fit in with that technology more. But it's changing. Things were different before then, so it's always changing. Like it's bound to happen. Gotta embrace it. Not look at it negatively. You can kind of wish that things were different, but at least try to have a positive outlook on it.
Parents get off.
I try to, but it's hard sometimes.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, parents get off work. They're already like stressed out. They've been working like their ass off to make house payment, car payments, phones, bills, fucking taxes, California taxes, fucking gnarly ass shit, you know what I mean? Parents get off work, they're already like stressed out, they've been grinding, they're tired as shit. They may or might not be having problems with the husband or the wife, whatever. And then now you sprinkle on kids. And they go, fuck, dude, like, I need some time for myself right now. I need to get caught up on these chores, or I need to write these bills, or I need to send this letter off, or I need to call my mom, like, and then you sprinkle kids onto the mix, and then they go, shit, I need to entertain my kids. iPad, and the kids are good for until it's bedtime, bro. Xbox One, go play.
TV. iPhone, like, yeah, I mean,
dude, and you can see how that's first nature now, because now when it's a weekend and the parents are like, okay, like, we can go outside, we can go do this, the parents are like outside helicoptering the kids like on their ass. Like there's not like, I'm not trying to like separate myself from this generation, but like when I was growing up, which wasn't a long time ago, I'm fucking 22, this was not a long time ago.
We're in it for sure.
I would ride my bike across Bakersfield alone, and I'm like fucking young, dude, and like, like obviously my parents were like, oh, like I don't want you doing this and stuff, but like I would just fucking take off and go. There wasn't an iPhone yet. It was very close, but there wasn't an iPhone yet. And I'd like go play football, and for like looking back on it, yeah, that was super like dangerous, you know what I mean? But like now these days, you see kids that were that same age, dude, their parents are like holding their hands, like walking with them around, like it's crazy.
Yeah, it is nuts.
It's literally crazy. And dude, people are just like decked out and elbow gear, knee pads, helmets are good because you need to protect your brain, but dude, it's crazy, man.
It's super protective society.
And it might not even be something like riding a bike or riding a skateboard. They'll be like just playing at the park, and like I don't know, dude, it's crazy. Like the parents are just there, like everyone's so afraid of like dangers and stuff, and like this generation, these children, this youth, they're not gonna. You need to be exposed to like mistakes and learn from them.
You gotta have stress to get better. You can't just have a sheltered life and have everything handed to you and expect to be a strong person when that shit's not there. So it's like it never ends up good. It's got that Black Mirror episode where the mom had like the iPad like monitoring her daughter's like vitals and where she is and shit. Like that's literally the direction it's going in. Like that's not really that far off. Like, what's my daughter looking at? Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like, that and like. Yeah, pretty trippy.
Technology is the big fuck up, because you want to find answers, no one goes out and gets in the field and conducts their own experiments and find answers anymore. People just rely on this thing called Google.
Oh yeah, I mean, just like, you know, I heard Elon Musk say, like, we're already cyborgs, you know.
And you've been saying that for a while.
Yeah, I've been saying that for a while. I'm back, because it, like, makes sense. It's like we have, like, you don't know it, boom, actually, yeah, you do know it, because I have this right here, so I know it. Like, I know so much shit because I have this.
And that shit unlocks when it looks into your eyes.
It literally, like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, there's a shitload of benefits to having them, but I feel like it's also good to be aware of, you know, the amount of usage and what you're actually doing with it. Like, sometimes I try to not look shit up. Like, man, what was it like when you had to, like, think and wonder about it? Like, I wonder. So, like, what's the answer to every question? I know it.
It almost seems like life meant more. Like, there wasn't this, like, second barrier of, like, a screen. It was just, like, you and the entire world in front of you. And now it's, like, you, the screen, and then the entire world in front of you. And you're just walking around with a screen, dude.
Yeah.
You're literally just...
Yeah, it's a weird concept. It's kind of like...
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to think about it. I've definitely thought about it in a negative light recently a lot. I've just been, like, hating on social media and all that shit, but it's like, whatever. Like, yeah, there's some positives to having it.
Dude, it's crazy because social media used to be a really, like, fun thing for, like, a while.
It's super serious, you know?
It's like, when did it become so political, religious, and, like, advertising? Like, dude,
Yeah.
someone used to post something and that shit meant something, and it was like, I don't know, it was sick. You were mentioning people in your comments,
Yeah.
and everyone would comment on it and be like, yo, dude, this was super fun, or like you'd call out people and be like, oh, you weren't there, like, oh, like, there was like real life conversations on it.
Yeah, like literally, like, you'd share a post and like it's a friend's post that you know. Now it's like every single post that someone's sharing with you is like some random like person posting. Like, you know, like it's evolved for sure.
And people are all about the meme game and shit.
Yeah, like that's mostly what it's used for. It's mostly used for that now. Like back then it was used more for connection. Like it was pretty sick. Like that's why I think I liked it, and now like I don't like it as much.
Yeah, I like.
I don't even have it on my phone.
I want to go without it, but it's just like I need Snapchat because I feel like I only communicate with people on Snapchat.
Mm-hmm. I get that. I mean, that's better than Instagram for sure, in my opinion.
But Instagram's a fucking stupid fucking app now, dude. Why is there advertisements on Instagram and Facebook? Why am I watching these like ads to continue like doing what I'm doing? Like I don't give a fuck about your product, dude. It's a stupid product.
Well, it's easy. They give it to you for free for years, and then everyone's hooked, and then they go, bah! By the way, now you got ads. Boom! Our ad revenue just went up the roof.
Dude, have you noticed how many people are like trying to blow themselves up on like these apps? Like TikTok, Instagram, like people like begging for followers and just begging for the fame and begging for the clout, and I'm gonna repost the post that you did on me, so on my story it will show you showing me on your story just to show that I'm with you.
Yeah,
and then people are like repost
like,
that. It's fucking crazy.
Dude, it takes like people don't understand like how much brain energy like it's getting sucked out of your head when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Like there is literally so much brain energy just getting sucked out of you. Like you don't realize it till like you don't have it. Like I haven't had Instagram for probably almost a month now. I've gone through phases with it, but whew, man, way more clear-headed, way more clear-minded, you know. It's a lot. Like it's one thing to stay informed about stuff, and that's what I struggle with, because like I don't really want to be that involved, but I also think it's good to be informed. So that's one thing, but it's just kind of a nightmare. It just sucks so much time, and like you don't even realize, like you pick up your phone, boom, you're on it. Like why am I on it right now? Like what the hell?
Yeah.
But that used to happen to me so frequently. So yeah, it sucks up a lot of brain energy, and it just shifts like those things. That's the other problem with these apps, is it definitely shifts the mental state of the world, because you're able to put certain thoughts in a very mass amount of people's minds at the same time. That can be used for good or bad, but it just seems nuts that we can just have so many people just reposting the same shit. Bah, 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 bah. Everyone in the world like is like in this group think, like their minds are like on the same pathway, and like it's crazy to see that. How we can just, everyone can, you know, for the most part, like throughout the one day, like most people that are on Instagram, like they all see probably something that's the same, right?
Yeah, you did. You just did a gnarly thing by saying the word groupthink. Like that, no, like for real. It's like something happens and then that's all you see on social media. Huh. That's really what it is.
Instead of like, yeah, I mean, some things are very important and like should be, you know, looked at, but some things, like most things are just blown out of proportion, and like I gotta believe it's for some agenda, you know, for the most part. Even
social media, dude.
Social media,
on coronavirus, on Black Lives Matter. That's all it's been on social media.
Like, but look at it this way, like we just had this conversation, like we used to love Instagram, everyone wanted to be on it, and it's evolved. What if the whole plan all along was like to have it like get everyone hooked and love it, and then to have it turn into like what it is now, after everyone's obsessed with it, and after like it's blown up and every single person you know has one? Because you can't just start it right away like that, or else no one's gonna like it, right?
Fuck. You can't start it right away like that because no one would want to use it.
Yeah.
So you hook everybody, and then you start doing these things with the universe where you get everybody's so hooked and addicted to it, and they've been using it to conquer all these problems with their social life, and they've honestly, a lot of people back then seem to have only positive experiences with social media. Don't get me wrong, there's cyberbullies, fuck you if you bully someone over fucking online, but
yeah,
like, dude, a lot of people use social media and stuff to say, hey, look, listen to my music. It's dope ass music, this person's now famous and they're doing dope things with their life. That's great. That is super good.
I love when people use it for art and pushing, you know, good agendas.
But now it's like what you were saying, you had to get everybody hooked on it and just have these wonderful
emotional, like, experiences with it.
And now it's like, okay, now we're gonna start sending these politics, this religion, this agenda at you, and people are just gonna go, fuck, dude, my social life matters so much. I'm gonna send this, I'm gonna send this, I'm gonna drown you guys in like my thoughts and feelings, to the point where it's not even social media anymore. This is like, we now know your thoughts and your beliefs.
I mean, dude, if there's companies out there that have like millions of data points on like every single person, based on what you like, what you look up, what you buy, all this shit.
That's why if you like talk about a product, your fucking phone hears it and you're on Instagram, and then like a fitness thing will pop up, huh?
And I don't blame people for being obsessed with it. Like it's easy to see how, like, I've been obsessed with it before. Like I'm just like on it like all the time. It's like addicting. But it's like interesting to look at, why is it addicting? Why am I still on here? Even when I don't like it. So, but think about like now, like the way it is, do you really think it's gonna change back ever to what it was? Like now that's evolved into this thing where almost like every page now, I mean I can't say every, but like there's a lot of cool pages on there, but a lot of pages are just like politics, or, you know, certain things like just like blown out of proportion. It seems like politics have always been talked about, but it was never this like crazy, I think.